Hello all, my name is Stacy Capps, and the link that I decided to choose for this discussion board was the ACA Code of Ethics, the 2014 version. To find the assessment section in the ACA Code of Ethics, you would look in Section E. Section E is made up of a total of 13 subsections. Section E covers evaluation, assessment, and interpretation. The introduction starts off as explaining how counselors are to use assessments as one component of the counseling process, taking into account the client's personal and cultural context. Counselors are to promote the well-being of the individual clients or groups of clients by developing and using appropriate educational, mental health, psychological, and career assessments. In regards to our assignment to identify any surprises that we may find or discuss anything we would feel that is missing in terms of information, I really could not think of anything that should be added that was not already in there. After I had read each subsection thoroughly, I can't really say that I found anything that was specifically surprising to me. All of the subsections and the narratives that went with each subsection made sense, and I feel like that I was able to comprehend and understand why it is important that these guidelines be followed through, but nothing that stood out to me that was exactly surprising. The only subsection that did stand out that was that I found interesting was Section E13 that covers the forensic evaluation and evaluation for legal proceedings. The reason why I found this interesting is because I have a background in law enforcement. Before I became involved in social services and the profession of counseling, I had previously been in law enforcement for about 11 years. During that time, I would often have to testify in court alongside mental health counselors. They would have to provide these reports and assessments. And so, while reading under the subsection E13A of the primary obligations, it describes that when providing forensic evaluations, the primary obligation of counselors is to produce objective findings that can be substantiated based on information and techniques appropriate to the evaluation, which may include examination of the individual and/or review of records. Counselors form professional opinions based on their professional knowledge and expertise that can be supported by the data gathered in these evaluations. Counselors define the limits of their reports or testimony, especially when an examination of the individual has not been conducted. So, currently, I work with many clients who are involved in the criminal justice system, and most of them have a lengthy criminal record. When I do read assessments, and through this class, I am now better equipped to piece together how the mental health counselor came up with these findings in their evaluations and reports. So in reading this narrative about the forensic evaluation, I'm also better able to understand how extremely important these assessments are for this purpose, especially when they can potentially determine the mental health needs of someone, possibly determine where this person is placed in the criminal justice system, as well as being being a determining factor in their treatment moving forward. So, overall, with reading this narrative, this was especially helpful in better understanding the importance of assessments overall, as well as better understanding, having a deeper understanding of the ACA Code of Ethics. So that is all, and thanks for listening.